Hey everybody, NicMakesPlays here. Today I'm going to go over the deck that is currently the rank 1 deck in North America. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the rank 1 deck in most of the other regions too. It's, I believe, the highest win rate in the game right now, tied with the Aurelia. So definitely a tier 1 deck, debatably best deck in the game. It is Sivir Akshan, and let's get into it. So use the new champion Akshan, which I'm excited to show you about. It's my first video with the new champion Akshan, so yeah, let's do it. Alright, so this deck basically utilizes the, I'll call it the Streama package better than any other deck in the game right now. There's a really strong package that I'm sure most people know about. It has Merciless Hunter, Sivir and Ruin Runner, and Treasure Seeker. These cards are all insanely powerful for their cost, and it uses all of them. On top of that, it could also use other powerful Streama cards such as Shapestone and Rockhopper, as well as using the new buff Twin Disciplines that cost 2 now. So, in short, this deck's just able to use really strong cards to the best of their ability. This is the best deck that contains these cards. So that makes it a bit better than like Sivir Jarvan is a good deck that could run the Merciless Hunter, Treasure Seeker, stuff like that, but it's not as powerful as this Sivir Akshan deck that really can make the spell shield units shine with all the buffs. So let's get into it. First is 2 Ghosts. Pretty interesting. Give an ally elusive this round. So you want to use this on your Rune Runner to go for game. You can, because Rune Runner is spell shield, right? And Overwhelm. So you can Ghost on the Rune Runner, then you can buff it with Twin Discipline, Shapestone, just push for like 10 plus damage and kill someone in 1 turn. The other main use of this card is you want to use it on Sivir. I'll show Sivir real quick. So Sivir's leveled up form says, when I'm attacking allies have my keywords. So you just use Ghost on her prematurely. You attack and your whole field is elusive and you just kill them in 1 shot. Those are the main 2 ways to use Ghost, but basically you just use it as a cheap way to finish the game. It's similar to the Absolver, which gives attack and then also it gives Overwhelm, but it just costs 1. So Ghost is just a really cheap way to finish the game with, again, the spell shield units protect like Sivir, like Rune Runner, and just buff them up with Twin Disciplines and Shapestone and go for game. You run 2 Inspiring Mentor. I think 2 is a good number. You just want more 1-drops to block with. Play Grant Allied Hand +1/+0. This is good on Action. Good on Ruin Runner. Good on, I'm just good on anything. Good on Sivir. Especially use a quick attack and Overwhelm to push in more damage. You kind of just wanted more 1-drops, so you're good against aggro. You could run 3 if you're playing against a lot of aggro, but I think 2 is a solid number right here. So we're in 2 is 5 Mentor. Certain variants also run Zed, and it's really good on Zed because it'll give the Shadow a buff also. So I want to keep in mind, then in the video I'll say, okay, you can also run Zed if you want. People run Sivir Zed. This is Sivir Akshan. Alright, 3 Shapestone. Give an ally +1/+1 this round. If you summon the landmark this game, give it +3/+1. So this card is just insane. You pretty much always have a landmark. Action summons a landmark. Rockhopper summons a landmark. So you have units that summon landmarks, and this makes it so you can go for huge damage output. With the Rune Runner, with the Sivir, whatever you use Ghost on. In general, just a good combat trick for 1 mana. 3 Treasure Seeker. This card's insane. This card is just really powerful. 1 mana 2/1. When I'm summoned, create Waking Sands in hand. Waking Sands, 2 mana slow spell. Summon a Sandstorm Charger, 5/2. At first glance, it might not seem like that crazy, but to understand it's a free card. It just gives you it for free. You can use the Waking Sands to push for 5 damage. If they don't block it, they take 5, which makes them in range of, your Ghost lethal or whatever, your Rune Runner lethal. If they do block it, they lose a blocker. It's good defensively. Say you're playing against like aggro, you kind of just get a free blocker. You just play Waking Sands. It can block strong units too, like say they play a Garen. If you play Waking Sands, they won't attack because then you have a 5 attack blocker for Garen. So it's just a free value. You get up Waking Sands is pretty insane. It's good if you get things vulnerable via Rockhopper and Merciless Hunter. Then you can just Waking Sands, play this, and then attack, and you get to clear their vulnerable unit for free without trading one of your real units. So pretty good. Pretty versatile card. Alright, 3 Action, the new champion that just came out with Viego. 2 mana 2/2, when I'm summoned or strike, summon a World's Palace or advance it 1 round. This card's kind of complicated, so I'll go over it quickly, I guess. Level up form and summons a World's Horde, which is not World's Palace, it's different. Alright, so first it summons World's Palace. This is when you're not leveled up, you just summon the Palace. Countdown 8, you get a Relic of Power in hand. Basically, when you count down 8, which advances whenever you target an ally, which is like Twin Discipline, Shapestone, Flare the Fist, stuff like that, or whenever action strikes or gets summoned, it also helps advance it. You get this Relic of Power when that goes to 0. Then you pick one between predicting and drawing cards, summoning a Sandstone Charger, or granting all allies +1/+0 on the field. You pretty much always use predict and draw 1. It's really easy to get the ghosts, get the combo pieces like the Shapestone, get the buff, get the Rune Runner, get whatever you need to get the OTK in. So yeah, usually want to predict and draw 1. Then when he's leveled, he summons a Warlord's Horde instead. Same thing, count on 8. It's advanced by 1 of your target allies, but this time you get a Sentinel Sword, and this card lets you cast one of these 3 things. This one grants all enemies vulnerable and creates in hand 0-cost copy of the strongest ally die this game. This one you draw 2, your cards cost 1 less this round. This one grant your champions ever spell shield +2/+2. You're usually going to use Font of Power. Draw 2, give all your cards -1, makes it easy to kill people, good refuel, dig for what you need. I mean, they're all good. There's different options, but I guess to make him really simplified, he has quick attacks. He's good with like the vulnerables from Merciless Hunter and from Rock Hopper. You pretty much always want to just pick and draw 1 off this, and then this is just usually Font of Power, but you'll just pick out of what you need. Yeah, it sounds complicated, but it's not that complicated once you get used to it. You're mostly, again, always going to be using the pick and draw 1, and then mostly using the Font of Power. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, 3 Rock Hopper when I'm summoned, summon a Rolling Sands. Rolling Sands. When they summon an enemy, give it vulnerable and destroy this. These activate the Shapestone, like the action in the Rock Hopper activates Shapestone to give the +3/+1. They're your 2 drops of the deck. Very good. 3 Twin Disciplines. This card is absolutely insane at 2 mana. Give an ally +3/+0 or +0/+3. Very versatile, keep units alive, kill big units in combat, get on quick attack units and overwhelm units to push for damage or get clean kills with quick attack, or go for game with just buffing units and going for game. Again, Sivir and Runeterra have spell shields, so it's very hard to stop them when they go for an OTK. 2 Young Witch. Support. Give my support ally quick attack and +1/+0 this round. This is pretty good with all the vulnerable. Let's say you play Rock Hopper, you get something vulnerable. Next time you play Young Witch. You can hook it with Rock Hopper, giving the Rock Hopper the quick attack and get a free quick attack kill. So this card's particularly good because you can use it on Rune Runner. And then when they try and block Rune Runner, you can use Flurry of the Fists. Grant ally +1/+0 and quick attack. If it already has it, grant double attack. You can just give things quick attack, and then when they try and block them, or like they block like chump blockers or whatever on Rune Runner, it has Overwhelm, so it attacks twice with Overwhelm, and it kills people very fast. But in general, just a good card, good elusive, extra health, you got buffed. Very good. Alright, Flurry of the Fist. This is one of the main ways you go for game. You can use this on Sivir, give your whole field double attack with her level up form. You can use it on the Rune Runner after it's been buffed by Young Witch when they try and block it, and then it'll attack twice with its Overwhelm. You can buff it, go for game. As you see, there's many ways to go for game. There's Ghost, Sivir's level up, and Rune Runner OTKs, which are all very powerful. Alright, we have 3 Merciless Hunter. Play, grant enemy vulnerable, 3 mana 4/3, fearsome with that effect. Generically good against everything, good against popular threats like either dragging, good against opposing actions. Let's say they play action on turn 2, you play this on turn 3, and you just get a clean kill on it. Very good. You get things vulnerable, you can clean up with your quick attack units. It's just generically amazing card. Part of the big Shurima package I've been talking about, like very powerful Shurima cards in this deck, and this deck utilizes them to their fullest with all kinds of crazy ways to just control the game with Shurima cards, and then just go for game with Burst with Ghost, Shapestone, Twin, Discipline, stuff like that. 2 Shadow Assassin. Some people run Vagabond, some people run Shadow Assassin. The list that we're hitting rank 1, we're in like high ranks, we're mostly using Shadow Assassin, so I want Shadow Assassin as well. 3 mana 2/1 elusive when I'm summoned, draw 1. The 2 poke from elusive can make it easier to go for game later on. You can block opposing elusives and opposing game shots from playing the mirror match, and they have Ghost with like Sivir. You have a blocker for their elusives. Drawing 1 just good. Good refuel that can also poke for damage, so pretty well-rounded card. 3 Concussive Palm. Stun an enemy to summon a Tail of the Dragon. Tail of the Dragon, just a 3 mana 3/2. So the thing is, if they develop, you can play it and you get to stun a unit and get a blocker, so it gives you 2 blockers for 1 card. Or if they open attack, you just use it for the stun. You get a blocker, but for later. But so if they develop, you can punch them and get an extra blocker. If they don't, you just have Palm anyway to stun. They play one less attacker if they're open attacking, so that's good. This card just kind of saves you. Like, they go for their big game shot, they try and kill you with whatever. You just palm them, and then you just kill them next turn. This card is really good, especially against Rek'Sai and stuff like that. So it kind of ensures that you get to go for game, but you can also stop them and they try and go for game. And you can use it off, I guess, acute things that they block Rune Runner. You can Concussive Palm to stun their blocker, so their blocker goes away. That means the Overwhelm from Rune Runner attacks directly, and you can buff it and go for game. 2 Deny. Good, offensively and defensively. You can use it to protect your units. You can use it to stop them from stopping your game shot. So generically good 2-of right now. 3 Sivir. So this card got buffed. You've dealt 30 plus damage. It used to be 35. So now leveled pretty fast. Already before level up, the quick attack, spell shield, 4 and a 5/3. Pretty good to poke for damage. Good to kill vulnerable units. Clean up with quick attack. Spell shield's very hard for it to stop. They have to use 2 different cards to stop it. Already has decent health with 3, and you can buff it. So they try and kill you with Twin Disciplines, whatever. Pretty hard to stop. And then when it levels, it's a +1/+1. And while I'm attacking allies have my keywords. Again, Flurry of the Fist because everything double attack, go for game. Ghost because everything elusive, go for game. Very, very good card. One of the strongest cards in the game right now. One of the best champions in the game right now. So, very good. You kind of just go for game with it. And even if you don't go for game with it, it's just generically going to chip in good damage. And then Rune Runner. This is one of the main ways to go for game. People refer to this card as a champion because it's so strong. 5 mana 6/4, Overwhelm Spell Shield. So again, has Spell Shield. When you use your buffs, you can... Mostly when you use it on this card. Like, Sivir's good, but you can chump block Sivir. Like, you can block with like a 1/1 Spiderling, which is enough Overwhelm. This card is Overwhelm. So, Overwhelm plus Spell Shield, you give it a bunch of buffs. You give it like a Shape Stone, Twin Disciplines, whatever. You can just go for game. If you use Young Witch to attack, give me a quick attack, and they try and block it to save some health. You can give it Flurry of the Fist after they declare blocker. Give me a double attack, attacking for game with the Overwhelm. This is pretty much the main card you're going to be buffing for game shots is Rune Runner. Just generically amazing card. Yeah, Sivir and Rune Runner is just the Spell Shield units push for huge damage. So yeah, it's the deck. I guess real quick, I'll go over cards you could run if you really wanted to. Some people ran Zed before Action came out. Some people think Zed's still better than Action. I did Action for this video because he's a new champion, but they're both good. Action gives you good refuel. Zeds are a bit more all-in. Obviously, it's stronger on 3 because his attack is really powerful on 3. But weaker to like Mystic Shot and stuff like that. Like if they Mystic Shot Action, you still get the World's Palace, and it's not as big a deal. If Mystic Shot this, and if you don't have the protection for it, then you lose mana, use 2 mana card and a 3 mana card and it dies. So it's more aggressive, more all in. When it works, you're destroying them, but it also is a bit squishier, I guess, because you don't have the refill from the action, the World's Palace. But yeah, very good with Flurry of the Fist and stuff like that. In general, just good for going for game. We have Vagabond, another good card that came out. So we run over Shadow Assassin. The Courier Vagabond, when I'm summoned, summon a World's Palace or advance it 2 rounds. So it summons this thing that action summons. So it's like you don't have action, but wait to also get this. Work towards the refuel or whatever you want to do with it. Usually pick then draw 1. And if you already have it, you can just advance it by 2. Also another card that gives you a landmark for Shapestone buffs. Very good. So we run Spirit Refuge. With leveled Sivir, gives your whole field lifesteal, but in general, it's just good because against opposing Sivirs, it's hard to stop your Spell Shield, but if you have Barrier, like Spell Shield doesn't stop Barrier. So you can block Sivir safely, you heal, and you kill their Sivir, so very good. Alright, that'll be it. Let's get into some games. Alright, we're playing Sejuani Gangplank, which is extremely popular right now. Might make my own video on it. I mean, this deck is pretty much everywhere right now. This deck's really good against my deck because Sejuani freezes my whole field through Spell Shield. That's part of why it's so good in the meta right now. But right now we're going to full mulligan, try and get some good early game units. Sivir's good going second too. So most things we see are fine. This is good to start the game off. I just see a bit of a clunky hand, but a card that gives us another card can really help us out when we need it. Alright, starts off with Warning Shot immediately. Hope for no Jagged Butcher. Okay, it's a pretty strong opening by our opponent. No reason to block this. Obviously we'll lose our unit, and he already did get the proc with Warning Shot. For that turn, for Sejuani and GP. Pass here, not much we can do. This deck runs things like Monkey Idol, it runs Croucher Coursier, Prowling Cutthroat. So he has tons of ways he can ensure that he gets his level up. So I'm going to block here for sure. I guess I'll even Shapestone the trade. I don't want him to get his procs for Sejuani and Gangplank, that's how the deck wins, so I'm going to block 100% to try and slow down his level of progress with his champions. Alright. We don't need to do, but also passing here would be good because he would lose mana. We lose 1 mana, but he'll lose 2, which is good for us. So, I'm hoping we draw a unit. I mean, we have tons of units in our deck. Okay. Use Make It Rain just to get the proc on Sejuani and Gangplank. Wants to make sure he gets that every single turn. That's kind of the point of the deck. Okay. So the Jagged Butcher. Pretty good for him. Ooh, and Nab to get some refuel. Alright. Pretty good by our opponent. Let's see if we can win. Pretty much any unit was good, but we didn't get one, so I guess we'll just play Palm to summon a 4 spell mana, summon a 3/2. Gotta do what you gotta do, we're gonna run out of mana. Alright, let's pass here. A biggie. Alright, we have Rune Runner, we have Ghost, we're kind of assembling some pieces here. I want to get rid of this. I'll take the extra damage to get rid of this. This card discounts all the things that he nabs, which is a pretty big deal. Alright, let's play our Rune Runner here. They run Monster Harpoon, which just has spell shield, so it can't get killed by it this turn. Yeah, so if I didn't kill that other black market merchant, he would have had another discount on this, and it would have been -2 for its cost that he stole from our deck. Alright, I think here we're just going to pile on these Rune Runners, hope he doesn't have Sejuani. Even if he has Sejuani, we'll still attack with one of them.
Bow to no one.
Okay. Attack with one of these. Alright. Stole Shape Stone from us. Not a big deal though. I really don't want these to trade, honestly. I guess we have to protect this. We don't have to, but I want to protect this because he's so many more units than us. I feel if we get lesser and lesser on units, he can put in huge damage. These are good blockers for Sejuani as well, so that's good. He's 3 out of 5. Hope he can't proc, but he can. That's insanely good right here. Getting rid of both of our spell shields and leveling up Sejuani. Got action a bit late, but better late than never, I suppose. Really hoping that he can't level this before the attack, because then we might lose our Rune Runners on combat when he freezes everything. Do I just play a third Rune Runner? I definitely want to use offensive Waking Sands. I think I'm just going to play a third Rune Runner. It blocks well. I'm not too sure about the rest of the cards and what I do with them. Alright, we're going to play this and hope that he doesn't have Warning Shot. If he has Warning Shot, we're in for a lot of trouble, but we should be fine. One of these cards is also stolen from us, so if he has Warning Shot, it would have to be his absolute last card. Oh my god. He stole Ghost from us. We have Ghost ourselves, so I guess it's not the end of the world. This one's not vulnerable permanently, is it? Oh, it is. It's from Higher Gun. Alright, we'll block with the one that's vulnerable. So, he will level Gangplank, but he's not attacking with it now. So that's fine for us. And it has to be leveled before the attack to get it to attack, deal 2 to all enemies. It's 1 enemies plus the keg. We seem to be in a fine spot. If he doesn't draw another Sejuani, we're actually good to go here, I think. Oh wow, Sivir, we're doing 18 damage. First things first, we definitely want to hook this Gangplank. We want to get rid of that with the Rune Runner, because this is the big threat right now. Oh no. Interesting he can get rid of the keg. So what do I want to attack with here? Sivir? I guess I can refill next turn. This could be good defensively or offensively. We'll hold that. Yeah, I'm really just hoping for no Sejuani. I mean, Sejuani is pretty brutal here. Oh god. That's fine. I mean, we can level Sivir, right? We have 18. This is 6. Puts her at 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. We can get something. Quick attack or double attack. I don't even think it really matters if we do though. I guess what we could do here is play like this. This quick attack will kill that. She's leveled. This seems fine to me. We'll just save this for later. Yep, if these attacks go through, we will get leveled Sivir. There's 1 card left in hand. Unless it's like 3 sisters or something, these should all just go through. Yeah, this is 12, so this is exactly enough. Pretty risky-ish, I guess, if he has 3 sisters, but we do get the level up here, and alternatively, we would have used Rune Runner to clear the Gangplank, but we would have lost the Rune Runner in the process. And this one's still a spell shield, so pretty good. So this is a really good clear. Alright, our big fear is Sejuani still. If he draws Sejuani, it's for real. Alright, so we're really far ahead right now, after a rough start. Concussive Palm's pretty good in general. Okay, he has to have like Nab or like Riptide Rex or something to attack like this. Alright, GG's. Alright, up against Darius, PNZ Noxus. Assume this is an aggro deck. I think we want to get an early game. I like keeping Sivir in the mulligan if we're going second, but we're going first. Because on 4 we can play Sivir and attack with her. Since we're going first, I'm gonna try and get an early game curve here. Like a treasure seeker would be amazing for a 1-drop to keep the pressure up right away. Didn't get it, but not a big deal. We have the Shapestone. Yeah, got the aggro attacker leaving Saboteur. Not a big deal. We have the banked Shapestone mana for later. I could play action here and just block with him, because that way I get to strike and start counting down Warlord's Palace. I guess we'll do that now. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna block this one. Not only do we save 1 health, but Merciless Hunter can kill this and stay alive, so there's 3 health and only has 2 attack. We'll start counting down Warlord's Palace here. Might be a slow countdown, but we'll eventually get there. Alright, definitely want to get this vulnerable. Go for the attack here. Again, this will live from the 3 health. The path is here. Is it Fervor? Is he running like Get Excited or something? Either way, we do have Shapestone to protect our Merciless Hunter. It's a pretty solid kill here to save some health. I guess this is worth it. What did he discard? I can't see it. I missed it. So we keep this alive. 1 mana Shapestone. It's fine, just continue to run to the bank the mana for Shapestone. And then he discarded a Demolitionist. That's 5 damage that he got rid of. Very good. Oh god. When he gets Aggro, we definitely want to keep our health high. I guess we'll do Rockhopper here. Do I use Twin? Do I use Twin? I think I do. I think I gotta get rid of this thing. Or he'll keep striking us. We don't really have good ways to block it later. A bit unfortunate, but we do help level the Warlord's Palace, help us refuel. Now we have a great combo. We have Sivir plus the Roiling Sand, so whatever he plays could die with a quick attack. And he can't really stop us because we have Spell Shield. It's fine. Against Aggro, of course, we want to keep our health high, so we made sure we blocked things previously. And we're at 20 out of 30 already. Gotta get the Warlord's Palace. We have Flurry of the Fist, we have Rune Runner, all kinds of stuff. I definitely want to palm this turn for a blocker. Palming could be good. If he doesn't play with a blocker, we just kill him with Flurry of the Fist, yeah. So here, I want to play this. I guess we could Sandstone Charger to go for game. But it's safe. It's a lot safer if I get like a Twin Disciplines or a Shapestone. Because if, if I get either of those and I Flurry the Fist, then he can't stop this because it has Spell Shield. So I guess we'll do that. I'm going to skip and try and get Shapestone or Twin Disciplines. Okay. So we Flurry the Fist here, so it'll be 6. 6 plus 2 is 12, 12 plus 3. It is lethal. It is lethal. There's a few ways to do this. I mean, I could just also play Rune Runner here. I'm just afraid I'll have a blocker for Sivir. I guess I'll just go for game here. This will also get double attack after the second attack too. I'm sure he has like a Mystic Shot or something. Or he already used 1 Mystic Shot when he gets excited, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did another. Oh, he actually had answers for this? Ah, interesting. Alright. I mean, he's low on fuel. That's fine with us. Interesting. Yeah, I really want to, I really wanted to get the Shapestone or Twin. I guess Shapestone would have been perfect, because Shapestone would have been lethal, plus keeping Sivir alive. If I Twin Disciplined offensively, then that still would have killed Sivir anyway. Oh god. I guess we'll play this. Get the Waking Sand, this can block this, and then this can block this. We can push for huge damage next turn. Play another Rune Runner. Interesting. We can play a leveled action, but I won't really do that much. I think we're just going to play Waking Sands here. Again, 5 damage. I mean, you have to block it. If you don't have a blocker, you're just going to take a ton of damage or lose a blocker. It's fine. I guess we'll play this. just for more damage. He's low on cards in his hand, so it's pretty safe to assume he might not have another blocker. It might be a spell. Could be like a Decimate or something. So this gives a Warlord. That gives a Warlord Horde. Yeah, as you can see, tons of damage in this battlefield. Pretty insane stuff. And that gives a Warlord Horde on attack. So even if we didn't get it there, we'll get it when Sandstorm Charter dies on the attack. Alright, that's my Sivir Akshan deck with the new champion Akshan. It came along with Viego. I hope you guys enjoyed it. He's a pretty cool champion, pretty versatile. As you guys can see, there's tons of different stuff you can get off of his Warlord's Horde and Warlord's Palace. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be making daily videos again. Look forward to my champion tier list coming up and all kinds of fun stuff like that. I'm live every day at twitch.tv/NicMakesPlays, so feel free to catch me there at 6:30 p.m. EST, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.